So we have this place, A Medina.
Yeah.
So is that a newer name or?
Well, I think the brothers that's a newer name that came up in recent years. You know what I'm saying? My brother True and the Almighty Divine and them, you know, they basically wanted to separate themselves from both of the conflicts, the Allah's True Land and the Allah's Garden, and wanted to, you know, basically, and those brothers are from Medina, so they were like, yo, we about to bring it the way we do it up top, and, you know, they call it A Medina, you know what I mean? And basically, since Allah's Garden, which, you know, was the name that I used to call it by as well, so I don't really go between all the different names and whatnot till people figure it out. I'm not messing my head up trying to figure out what people are calling it. But that area was where knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, you know what I'm saying, knowledge and wisdom started as far as out here in Georgia. So where we're set out here in Gwinnett, we're in the northern part, we're up north of that area. And I came out here in 1995, there was no guards in Gwinnett County at all. And there's a school over here called Meadow Creek, which is pretty big school in this area. And I started building with some of the young brothers in that high school and ended up teaching the brothers, taught 9 of them out of the high school. And we would go from here, I would take them all the way down to the parliaments down in Atlanta and whatnot. And eventually, like years later, you know, I came back out here and so forth. And in the midst of all the, you know, the back and forth and the division, we decided to, you know, call this Nile Valley. And main reason for coming up with that name, basically, God, was because we was north of the root of civilization, and we was building on the fact that, you know, the original man started in that area, that what they call the Afar region. You know what I mean? And in the Afar region is what, you know, the area by Ethiopia and by Arabia, north, you know, towards Sudan, Nubia, and so forth. So since, you know, that was like the quote-unquote root of civilization as far as where the first hominids or the first man is documented as far as arising out of. And to the north you had Egypt, the Nile Valley. So that's how we came up with the name. We're to the north of the root of civilization out here, and we found that we called ourselves Nile Valley, you know what I mean? And Nile Valley wasn't a city, it consisted of 5 cities. You know what I mean? It was Lordsville, which was Lawrenceville. There was Saviorsville, which was Snellville. You had Devon Love, which was Duluth. You had now Medina, which was Norcross, and then you had Garul, which was Grayson, and those were like the 5 main cities. And we held parliaments. The God Shah King, he had a spot up in up where he lived that was a nice park, like 10 times nicer than this. And he was like, yo, let's hold parliaments here. And we started holding parliaments up there, and you know, it was pretty much a wrap. We just started building from that point, God.
If Mecca did this.
Peace. In celebration of each other, we support each other's hustle. Weight Life has sponsored this content. You can get a sweatshirt, t-shirt, or a hoodie at the Common Unity store of a law school in Mecca. Or just simply hit me up. I got the hookup. Peace.